So string dot format concatenation in this value. Now we need to display the data from one page to other pages. We can use view back, view data, and temp data. View back send the data from action to view. So how we are going to store this data? The syntax. That is for whatever view back is there, that any name, example session of, cookies of, in what way we used in a state management, the same thing here also we can use view back dot variable name is equal to value. What value we will be assigned to this one? So it is going to take the data, and wherever we want the data, then a view back dot title, view back dot username, view back dot password. So directly we can use view back name dot that field name. So now how we are going to display the dynamic data information? Always we can use the data type that will be applied automatically. So you know the typecasting inside of parentheses. So now here integer you want or string we want, we can specify the data type inside of the parentheses. And if you are not going to use any typecasting at the time of reading the data under, it is automatically provided at the rate of here. We are not mention any data type for it. Already this variable is having the value. Now this is going to store. If you want to be store the value here, view back. Now dot, whatever the variable name we want, so we can use. So we have to use at the rate before after. Then this is case sensitive now view back dot. So what variable name we need to specify? This is the I value. Now equal to, where is the value I that we can assign. Now wherever we want this again, then what we can use wayback dot I value. So this is assigning, and at the rate of wayback dot I value we can retry. So if you want this is a integer data type and all, then we can use inside of braces, there we can specify at the rate of int. So it contains integer value. If it is a string, then we can say inside of this we can have string value like this. This is what we call as, if you want to retrieve any value, then we can use inside of the parenthesis. This is the value, so this is we can specify, and this will be the enhancement of view data. The first version only view back is introduced. View back enhancement of view back. The view data is enhancement of the view back. One second. Enhancement of the view back is view data. So what is the view data will do? That means it is not going to require any typecasting at the time of reading the data. So now if it is in a temp data, send the data from one action to another action. If you want to send or retrieve the data from one method to another method, example, this is a controller class, and we are creating again one more controller over here. Now I need to transfer the data from this method to this method. So now what we can use? We can use temp data. Temp data is used for send the data from one action to another action, just like a temporary variable. So now in what way we can assign the data? Temp data of here, whatever the variable name is equal to the value. Now this is the way we can access the data from one controller method to another controller method. Now what we have to do, here we can introduce a couple of controls. One is HTML control and the other one is HTML5 control. Already you know HTML controls, something like text box. Input type equal to text, that is text box. Input type equal to password, password box. Input type equal to checkbox. And input type equal to button. Input type equal to submit. Differences. This is for client side and it is for server. Data is going to submitting to server. And date. Input type is equal to date format. Latest they introduced in HTML5. Input type is equal to date format. Automatically it is going to display the date. Input type equal to email ID. Input type is equal to time. It is going to display only time, only date, and automatically it is checking internally email format. So while you're going to submitting the data, we can use form. Till now, whenever we clicked on a button, where we have to go? We are not redirected here. If it is a normal button click, response not redirect, like that we used. Now whereas here, the form tag has an action called as method. The method is either get or post. You know already this in ASP.NET. Any specific field if you need to be sent as a query string, we can use get. The whole fields in the form you want to be sent, then we can use post. And now this form tag has another attribute, that is what we call it as action. Action means if you want to submit any data, where you have to go. Action equal to, there we can have controller name, tilde symbol, current application folder. In this particular current application folder, what is the controller name? We just mention the controller name and where we have to go. Do you want to go to index page, or do you want to go to the about us page or registration form or anything? So we just use action equal to this. And here, while you are going to specify this, it is going to submitting the data, input type equal to submit. Submit button click, then it is going to verify the data in the current form. It is redirected to so and so controller, so and so action date. Okay. So it is going to submitting the data to the specified page. Input type equal to submit. This is a button. Once we have to write this, then the registration is going to submitting to that particular page. So on these syntaxes, we will see practically in a tomorrow session. I'll let you know the time. Either morning 6 of my time or 7 of my time. I should start the session. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Morning at what time, ma'am?
Either 6 or 7. Okay, I'll let you know the time today. Okay, because they are logged in and they are discussing with a couple of students. They'll inform the time tomorrow. Okay, so
Okay.
I will let you know.